Walk me through how you built your business and where do you see your business going in that lane?
I'm so thankful for the referral part of the industry and the world because my business is built on trust. I tell every student, every colleague that I know, they're like, I'm slow, I'm not busy. I'm like, you need to go meet people, you need to network. For the first 3 years of my life, I hustled and networked every day. You need to have a little firecracker spark in you to just get your ass up and get going and do what you're gonna do. And if you wanna take 6 weeks off, people are so scared to take 5 days off. One tip is be professional, whether you're an interior designer, a real estate agent, a photographer. Your craft is your craft, but be a good business person.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Controlling Your Chaos, where we work with moms, entrepreneurs, and real estate professionals to teach them how to control their chaos. This week, I am so excited to have one of my favorite people on the planet on, Adrian Galvan from Designology.
Applause, applause.
Yes, applause, applause. We'll have to push that button on when we edit it. Yes. And so you're my first male guest.
Whoop, whoop. Happy Pride.
Yes, happy Pride Month. And this is the first time that we have broken out the Controlling Your Chaos shot glasses brought to you by the brewer and Uber after this. But we are going to do our first ceremonial shot on Controlling Your Chaos. So cheers.
Cheers to that. Available by the dozen at the link after the comments.
Exactly.
What is it again?
Watermelon.
Your face.
Yes, I'm like watermelon.
You love the sweet stuff, don't you?
Yes. Some sort of watermelon vodka, watermelon.
Keep Cortney's face in all of this when y'all edit.
Yeah.
We're going to do another one.
On my mom's podcast, you do tequila, and I'm like, oh, my face on that is
Kayma, we need
awesome.
to talk. I need to be the next one.
Yes, exactly.
Also, which camera? All of them?
All three. All three will get you. And so when they go to edit them, they will figure out which one you look the best on. And when they bounce back and forth with like who's talking or not. And so it'll be totally great. I can already tell the editor is going to edit a lot on this show. And this
blooper reel. Can we do the first blooper reel too?
And we can be the first blooper reel. That my face on that shot. Well, you were sipping and I was like, I thought we were shooting. What is happening here on this? So, and the bartender will definitely make his guest appearance on this episode of the show. So
he does the refills, I think.
Yes, he does. He definitely does the refills. We're shooting this after hours, so none of us are going back to work. So
thank God.
Yes. So we've been friends for like a decade, met through Tracy Blackwell, the awesome and amazing Tracy Blackwell, at an event where she was raising money for people. And I'm like, you're so much fun. I want to be your friend. And then I was like,
I was telling you something that Tracy was having me do, something with a deck of cards or something for a fundraiser too.
Yes.
Thanks, Tracy.
Yes. And KGR, Katie Griffin Ross. Right. Yes. Definitely made the connection. And so tell us a little about yourself currently and before.
All right. So this is loaded. So let's go with right now. I'm a Capricorn. My favorite color is sunshine yellow.
And you enjoy long strolls down
all the beaches, please. But no, I've been self-employed here in San Antonio for 16 years. Started during a recession. That was great.
You started when you were 2?
Yep, that's right. Oh no, 105. I go the other way. And just started out of the spirit of entrepreneurship and really trying to do what I wanted to do and be creative and be a good business person at it as well. And started very small. I'm still small, but 16 years later, and I've really done a lot of really great work that I'm very proud of. Commercial, residential, holiday, event. When you start the business, you do whatever you can. And I was a creative doing staging, which I will never do again. Thank you, real estate agents.
Yes.
But now I'm happy to say I mostly do commercial, residential, residential, some holiday still for select clients. Not that many.
For those special ones.
Especially the ones that have a team to help bring things down. Yes. It's fantastic. But yeah, that's what I do. And I love what I do. I'm so happy and thankful that I am a creative and a business entrepreneur and just go with the hustle and the struggle of the hustle and the struggle of the juggle and keep on going.
So 2 things I love about you. Number 1, you've given back to your industry. You were president of the local design association chapter, which for those of us who have done that, it is a labor of love. There is no paycheck. There is no ticker tape parade at the end of serving that time. But I think you and I have both done it for the reasons of we both appreciate like what the community has done for us and where the community go and the impact it has in the local area. And so,
and you got to give back and big picture, not just the area, but the industry and the future, which is the students and the students after those students, and just keep encouraging and sharing the love and just spreading the positive business mentality and helping everyone become better all the way around together.
Yeah, no, for sure. You've done a great job of that.
Thank you.
And before you did this, you actually worked in the beauty industry, which
I did.
I love, which is why you look better than I do. So tell me how you made the leap where you were doing that. And then you're like, I want to go do design work now.
Oh my gosh. So I'm so happy to say that Terry Fallon was the owner of the salon that I worked at, and her and I are still friends. She is still my mentor. We talk regularly, and she lives just down the street, and the
Yes.
salon was just down the street. So I'm
Yes.
back in my hood, which I
Memories.
love. I used to have an apartment over here, my first like big boy apartment. That was fun.
Well, I went to
Um,
school across the street at Churchill. So, I mean, it's like ever a homecoming for
Blanco
everybody.
West, man. Blanco
Yeah.
West is where it's
Yeah.
at, and then it turned into Blanco Bitters.
Yes, for
Now
sure.
we're at the other Blanco part. I don't
Yeah.
even know the
1604 is like,
diverging diamond.
yeah, it's, yeah. Yeah.
Keep that one in.
Yeah.
So yes, during the time of the beauty industry, I absolutely loved it. Terry Fallon gave me a great opportunity to start at the very top of a $3 million facility, managing 50 employees, anywhere from a 16-year-old up to a 65-year-old, every color, every religion, every accent possible, plus 300 guests a day that were coming into our facility to have a magical experience. So I learned a hell of a lot. I learned how to talk to people, how not to talk to people, how to manage expectations, how to keep the beautiful facade going and then close the curtain and lose your shit. But I loved it. And Terry still is very much about personal development and personal growth. So we always had a business coach. We always had some leadership seminars, some academy, something we were working on to better ourselves and in the business and for the business as
Mhm.
well. So through that, I realized, yeah, I really should go back to school for interior design. And I did. And I still thank Terry for this day. Because I asked her about it. Obviously, she was my boss and
Yeah.
have to do a whole schedule change and a whole life plan that
Yeah.
I'm now incorporating you in, knowing that one day plan will be achieved and you'll have
Mhm.
to leave the
The
nest.
butterfly will fly.
Yeah, bye
Yeah.
bye
Bye.
bye.
Yes.
And she did. And that's what happened. And so from there, I just went into the design industry head first and just have loved every minute of it.
Yeah, no, and I will say she was the OG of, I mean, to have that type of facility in San
Yep.
Antonio when she opened that was unheard of. And you don't think about the dynamics of not just your employees, but the customers you're serving and how different and diverse their backgrounds and their
Hmm.
expectations and everything are. So that was a total great launching point for you to be able
Big
to
time.
self employed.
Also, the time of San Antonio.
Hmm.
So I started in 2002.
Oh, wow.
So that's when San Antonio was really getting
Growing.
big
Yeah.
and there was a lot going on before it was a lot going on.
Yeah.
It was intense. And so I think all of us were growing together too, which I think was super cool.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, one of the reasons why you're my favorite person is you have the ability to come
Am
into
I
any.
really your favorite person?
You
I'm your
are.
third podcast today.
No. Oh, well,
The third.
well,
Come
I want
on.
you to go last so we can drink. So
Well,
then
that's
there's
true.
then
I
and
do appreciate
remember,
that.
you're the first man. And so I mean, Jeremy's still going to like give you the oho when he leaves, when we leave here with why you got to go before he did, but that's
One
okay.
job, Jeremy. One job.
But you do such a great job. Like I know a lot of your clients and we are high demanding women. Like we are you're like cheers to that. I mean, we have probably 10 mutual friends and a lot of them are moms, entrepreneurs, and not only are that, they are high performing. Like they have a
Yes.
lot going on. So walk me through what your day looks like when you're trying to serve these ladies at that kind of level because it can't be easy because I know we're not all sunshine and roses.
I mean, I feel like I'm walking into a lion's den, but I'm gay, so that really lets me do a lot of things.
Yeah,
By
it'll
the
be
way, happy
fine.
Pride again.
Yes,
FYI.
yes.
I think I've always been attracted to that person, that female usually. I was raised by very strong women
Mhm.
who were boss bitches back in their day in the 80s and 90s. And my cousins and sisters that I never had, there's just always been that kind of a woman. And so to attract that as a client is great because
Yeah.
there's an immediate barrier breakage because I'm usually referred by somebody. And that is 100% the name of the game. Get referred. People know of you. They know you. It's safe. It's a safe space. Oh,
Right.
by the way, he's gay. Your husband's probably not going to care.
Yeah.
So it's not like a security thing either. So it's just a whole nother level of immediate comfort. And then I just show up like I show up and like, hi, what's going on, real person? I think a lot of people have a weird expectation of what an interior designer looks like. That's another topic.
Yeah.
So I just
That's
show up
another
and start.
podcast.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
whole other thing. And then just figure out what's going on. And for me, I really take into account a whole slew of things to help you figure out the best solution. So I like to say I'm a lifestyle designer and I
Mhm.
actually do design therapy. So
Oh,
we're
all
going
the
to talk
time.
about that.
Amen.
And what do we
Yes.
need to do and change the
Yes.
kind of furniture because now
Yes.
it'll affect your traffic path and get a
Yes.
little nerdy about it.
Mhm.
But I love it. Everything's on a schedule. The very busy, high maintenance moms are professionals, like you said, they're entrepreneurs. If they have 4 kids, shout out to you. Thank you for your service. But the 4 kids moms are not messing around. Love it.
Yeah.
Everything is on a schedule
Yeah.
and it's very controlled and easy because a lot of my job is about access. I literally have to be in your house sometimes when you're not there.
Yeah.
And so we have to build a trust that I have a code and a garage code, alarm code, whatever it is that you want, or a key under the mat because, street cred. That works just fine. I love that one,
You've been known to
actually.
crawl through a window when
No,
necessary to
God,
no,
no.
no.
I
You're
had
like,
to do that in staging. Yeah, no. Lock boxes, Supras, what the
yeah,
hell?
yeah, exactly, exactly. Who came up with
So,
those stupid things?
yeah, it's trust, it's planning, it's getting on the same level and just really comfortable and trust that I got this.
Yeah.
You have paid me to do this and I will get it done. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, and I love that you work with a lot of like husband and wives where maybe they're not on the same page, and you do. You always talk about design therapy, and you really have a way of dealing with high stress situations because most people are like building a home with you, or they're getting married, or they're remodeling, all of which are like independently stressful. So
Yes.
very rarely I would think people are like, oh, I've just decided to, redo my kitchen and be prepared for the level of what it looks like not to have a sink for 6 weeks,
Oh, yeah,
right?
you're never prepared.
Yeah.
Never prepared.
And it never really, and the project doesn't end because it's like, well, the kitchen really spills into the dining room, which spills into the living room.
It's
And
all
so
connected.
it becomes all connected. So walk me through what your kind of game face is when you're like, okay, I have got to give people a dose of reality, but still keep them excited about something.
Oh man. So I refer to it the easiest analogy for everyone to understand. I think this rug still too.
Yes,
This rug
yes,
still.
yes, yes. This rug. This
Hey,
was Jeremy
we pick good
Finden.
quality.
Yes, yes.
What were we talking about?
How you work with husband and wives and during the schedule, like, or not schedule. Let's try
Power
this
them
again.
up through the whole thing. Pump it up.
Yes. Like, how do you get them to be still excited about a project, but also be in reality mode? Like, okay, this is going to be beautiful when it's done, but the middle is like the front end is fun when you're like picking the colors and picking the stuff. And then the middle sucks. And then the end is this like beautiful project. So, how do you navigate getting people through that?
So I usually compare it to really easy things. Traveling, it's kind of a bitch to get there. Life happens. You plan, plan, plan. The voyage may not be so fun because shit happened, your car rental, whatever, who knows? But when you get to the destination, that's what makes it worth it. Also, construction. We're in
Yeah.
San Antonio.
Yes. That's very
SA, go
relatable.
Spurs. I don't know
Yeah.
when this is going to be aired, but
The Spurs will have already won the race for Sace at that point.
I
So,
thought about wearing a whole Spurs thing. I thought, no, that's probably not a good thing.
it'll be fine. I'm just putting, I mean, the company name is GSG. So, like, go figure, it'll be fine. It'll all work out.
So construction, it sucks for all of us to go through it.
Yeah.
It sucks, but you got to get through the ugly stuff. You got to figure out other traffic paths. You have to be prepared for extra things, extra time, extra everything that they move the exit on you again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And once you get to the final end, you see that, oh God, that was so worth it because I get to enjoy it now. And it actually worked out the way we all planned for it.
Yeah.
Which is the biggest thing is plan, plan, plan.
Plan, work, and grit are my 3 favorite 4-letter words. And
I venture to say there's more.
well, there might be a couple of other. Yeah, there might
Come
be a
on.
couple of others that along the way, work or don't work.
I already
But
thought of 3 more.
yeah, exactly, right. But whatever along the way works. And so your business is built on referral, which I heard you say earlier,
Yes.
which is like the way we built our business, working the Buffini
Yes.
system and all of that. So walk me through how you built your business and where do you see your business going in that lane?
Oh my gosh. So I'm so thankful for the referral part of the industry and the world because my business is built on trust. And trust is often the easiest and most trustworthy way to express that is face to face, a person you know.
Yeah.
Or someone that you know knows.
Yeah.
And so that has been fantastic. I tell every student, every colleague that I know, they're like, I'm slow, I'm not busy. I'm like, you need to go meet people. You need to network. You need to get out there. And for the first 3 years of my life, I hustled and networked every day. I was a little Cortney Gill doing 3 podcasts a day, except my podcasts were networking events. And I would go to the chamber event, the realtor event, the evening event, the BNI event, just constantly handing out business cards like they were water. Hi, my name is Adrian Galvan. I'm an interior designer. People had no idea what an interior designer really does, or kind of sort of know, but not sure. And just help build a face with the name. And then I'd go home and write thank you notes.
Love it.
So nice to
Love
meet you.
it.
It's been wonderful. Great meeting you at that event with 2 business cards because, that's how you
They
build the
need to give
business
one to
and
a
that's what
friend.
you do.
Yes.
And so I did that for 3 years solid. I'm so tired.
Still so tired.
Well, and I'm sure you got a lot of people who are like, oh, you're a decorator. And you're like,
Yes.
no, I'm a designer, which is
Yes.
a very different
Big
set
difference.
Yeah.
Bookkeeper, CPA.
For sure. No, different.
Similar, but
You've
very
taught me that
different.
there's a difference between the two. So you worked that network, but how did you then track all of that? Like, were you keeping people's names and numbers, or were you just like putting it out to the universe? And because I feel like now watching you, it's just like a machine that just happens and
Oh,
goes.
I love that.
And
Watching you is just like a machine.
it is. Well, and
Hashtag.
I get personal notes from you throughout the year, or notes from you and your husband, like just that constant drip in front of mind, or you'll drop something off. So what is the system for your madness?
A constant drip.
Yeah.
Wow. Never heard that term for that.
Well, you're like the faucet that won't stop. No, I'm just kidding.
Change the faucet. Drip, another 4-letter word.
There you go.
Referrals, right? That's what you were just
Yes,
saying.
like you built the business off of referrals, but
And
how
how
do
do I
you
keep up?
keep that machine fed?
Oh gosh, that's a tough one because I have tried the referral systems. I've tried Excel spreadsheets. I feel like as a business owner in general, you're always trying to make everything, every aspect of your business more efficient. All of them, where you
Mhm.
keep the office supplies, where you're going to move these tubs, those
Mhm.
things.
Mhm.
So
Leave my tubs alone. They're not moving.
the efficiency of it all. The biggest thing for me is I have a lot of very personal relationships. And immediately when I meet somebody, sometimes I can tell this is going to be a transactional relationship. Awesome. We're going to get this job done. I'll send you a thank you note. Great. We'll work on the next one whenever it happens.
Mhm.
Some I'm like, oh, I love you.
Yeah.
And I've actually been with you through a major part of your life, whether you've moved, you've built a new home, you lost somebody, your kids were this little. And usually my business lends to being a very long-term relationship oriented business because of that trust and because we get to know so much of each other personally, but we're still professionally getting the job done. There's still going to be an invoice. There's
Yeah.
still going to be guidelines of texting after 5 and that kind of stuff. And so there's still that relationship. And so that's what I just love to navigate and hope that that happens. And so those particular clients and friends
Yeah.
like you, I know when when you had a life moment.
Yeah.
I know now that Vivian's going to be a senior. Yay.
Yay.
Just different things. And so we just build up with each other. And then we're also planning for those things because my first question is, great, we're doing this kitchen remodel, ma'am. Is there a party happening?
Yes.
Is
You know
there
to
a
ask
pie
those
giveaway?
questions.
Is
Yeah.
there,
Yes.
because it affects your lifestyle. And so we bring it back to like, how are we going to navigate through this?
Yeah.
If you're going through a kitchen remodel, you will be grilling, you will be going on a cleanse, and you will be eating out a lot.
Yes.
You choose which order.
Which order you want to do things in. Yeah. So I heard 2 things from that I want to definitely hit on. Number 1, you are, for the most part, solo. You have part-time help here and
Yes.
there, but how do you then navigate all of those? Is there like a checklist when you go into projects where you're like, okay, I'm going to tackle this in this order? Or have you just been doing this so long that you're like, I just can feel the season and navigate all of it? And the other thing is, I heard a lot of pivoting. I heard you tried this, you tried that, it didn't work. How do you continue to figure out what works and not work and not get mentally beat up of like, oh my gosh, I'm trying a different system again?
Oh gosh, you asked me 2 questions. I don't remember the first one.
Okay, so we were talking about how you navigate all of that. So from there, I heard you do a lot of pivoting.
Yes.
Like you try this and it doesn't work, and now you move to this. How do you constantly evolve and change without feeling like, oh, I'm starting over again, or oh, that's not working, and keep the motivation?
That's a very good question. Now I understand it. Thank you so much. Definitely have a list. Every project is completely different, and I focus on learning something from every single project, and I do. Even if I've done that exact same type of project 10 times before, this one is different because of such and such, and what did I learn that's going to make me better for the next one.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's adding something in my contract that I didn't realize I needed to have, or not work with that vendor again, or whatever it may be, just to make the next project more efficient. So they're all totally different. They all still have a general guide,
Mhm.
but the guide is loose
Mhm.
based on schedules, based on people's lives, the Disney trip, the Lady
Yeah.
Gaga concert,
Yes.
what
Yeah.
dispersed,
Yes. Yes.
whatever it is. So yeah, we just keep it going that way.
So you work solo for the most part. Obviously, I
Yes.
know you have a small team. How do you stay motivated being by yourself on a regular basis?
Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my automobiles?
As my mom used to tell me, I owe, it's off to work I go.
Whew, these bills don't pay themselves, honey.
Yes, yes.
These brows don't either.
Yeah, exactly.
Motivated. I think that's part of just being an entrepreneur, and that's kind of something that has to live in you.
Mhm.
Whether that's motivated through a list, through a check in, a clock in, a pay the bills,
Yeah,
a grow the industry,
yeah,
a let's have do something fun today. Whatever that is, like you need to have a little firecracker spark in you to just get your ass up and get going
going.
and do what you're gonna do and be a good business person
Mhm.
and kill it.
Yeah. One of the things that over the years I have watched you just kill is you have number one, great boundaries, and number two, you travel. And I love it because I watch you are like hard boundary. I clock out at this time. There's no such thing as a design emergency. My mother might beg to differ. But you also, I know, no such
The
thing as a design.
tequila came on. The
Yeah,
tequila.
exactly. No such thing as a design emergency. But number two, you go on extended trips, like not just, oh, I'm taking, I mean, like a lot of us as moms, like, oh, 6 weeks off to have a baby. And you're like, I'm going for 3 months. I remember when you went to that around the world cruise and I was like, wait, where are you going? What's happening? And I pivoted my life because I was like, I
I
need,
heard that. I heard that in your conversation when you said that.
yes. And I'm like, I need Adrian in my life. So I'm going to work. You have created such a following of people who are like, I don't want to do this project without you. Tell me how you have been like, it's a non negotiable in my schedule. Like, I'm going to take these trips and just go and completely unplug.
Oh man. So plan, plan,
Plan.
plan. We
Yeah.
all have the same 12 boxes
Yeah.
every year. We all have January through December. It's the same for everybody. Tuesday.
Yeah.
Plan, plan, plan. And I think that as an entrepreneur, part of why you do this is to have a somewhat freedom of schedule and flexibility and enjoy things. And yes, you have to work really hard to be able to take that time off. But that's part of the perk of doing it. And if you want to take 6 weeks off, people are so scared to take 5 days off. Just take five. Just take a long weekend if you want. Nothing's going to happen. You probably have PTO or something like that. I
Yeah.
don't have the luxury of that,
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. No, and a lot of our followers are entrepreneurs or their moms. And so they have this horrible guilt about even like an hour or two. And it's like,
It's your reward. It's
yeah.
your cleanse. It's your way to just like refresh, reset. Because come hell or high water, oh my gosh, when we started this project in July, I said I need to be done by November 30th. I'm done by November 30th.
Yeah.
And trust and believe I'm going to help you to get everything done by November 30th. Like I'm on your side. We're
Yeah.
doing this together. I become a representation of you. I also say I have to be a good steward of your finances because things come up along the way. And if you and I have already talked that, like, yeah, we could probably do that change for X amount, not a big deal. But if there's a certain number that you don't feel comfortable with, we need to really talk about that because
Yeah.
you're busy, you're at work, you're
Yeah.
doing what you have to do. I'm the one dealing with the project manager or the builder or the
Yeah.
remodeler and helping in any way that I can.
No, that's one of the best parts I've enjoyed working with you is a lot of times designers are like, you have a budget? I'm like, well, I do actually. And so you have been great about like, okay, we're going to spend the 5,000 here, but then we're going to spend the 100 here and really bringing a project to life where, this is the best return on investment. We're going to spend some money here, but then we can save some money over here.
Mhm.
And I appreciate that you're not like everything needs to be over the top. The doorknobs don't need to be 24 karat gold. If really putting the dress on. And then, as you always tell me, the hardware is the jewelry. Like you can't get dressed without. I know I have learned so many. Size matters. That's also one of the
Applause.
Adrian.
Oh, yes, we need
size
the
matters.
mugs.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Yes, that's another podcast for another day. But you really have taught me you don't have to just pour in money to every single aspect of it. And so I think a lot of people, when they hear interior designer, they're like, oh my gosh, this is going to be a 6-figure, bathroom remodel. And you're like, it
Mhm.
can be if you want it to be, because I can sell you $400 a piece tile, or we can find something that's much more along, your budget. And the other thing I love, and I watch when you work with my clients on remodels, it's like you're in tune when people have kids, because it's like that floor is sexy, but it's not practical. So let's find something that, like, we did a house one time together in Greystone and they had 4 kids. And it was like, okay.
4 kid moms.
Yes.
They were on it.
And it was like the island needed to be bigger because you wanted to have 6 people sitting around an island
Yes.
and you wanted to make it functional for homework. So we put in pop-ups and things that you would think somebody who doesn't have kids maybe not think about. But the reality is you were bringing things to these people's attention that they wouldn't have never even thought about after the fact. After the project was done, it was like, well, it wouldn't have been nice to have a plug in the middle of this 8-foot slab of granite we have here.
Here's your queso.
Yeah, exactly. Right. But you do a great job of just really thinking of all the details. How do you put yourself in those situations where you're like, okay, I don't actually walk this life, but I know what these people need?
Oh gosh, another good question. Barbara
Just
Walters over here.
yes,
Jeez.
yes. I prefer to be Savannah Guthrie
Oh
without
yes,
without
that's a
the
good one.
headband because she yeah because I don't do headbands.
But I like the other girls' outfits way better. Stylist, Dylan Dreyer.
Oh, yeah.
Her dressing is
So much better.
much
Yeah.
better and
Yeah.
so
Savannah
good
looks
all
a
the time.
little, a little off key
We love you,
sometimes.
Sav.
Yeah, exactly.
Question
The question
again.
was, how do you relate and equate to
Oh.
people that you really haven't walked in their shoes? Like, you don't have 4 kids. So
Yeah.
how do you figure out, like, this is what this person needs and they don't even realize they need it?
Yeah. So I think that especially when you're talking construction and in one space, whether that's a home or a business, what is the saying? You are too far in the forest to notice the trees.
Trees, yes.
So I come in as an outside perspective and I'm like, oh, well, obviously this is the problem. Or they mention other things. And again, thinking holistically
Mhm.
as an interior designer, as building a long-term relationship, as how one aspect connects and everything's connected, how it affects everything else. That's where I really come in to just kind of like, let's talk a minute. Where are you going to plug in the queso?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You
The
know?
crock pot needs a home.
It
Yes.
just does. And then these clients are paying for part of every person or professional in any business. They're paying for your knowledge, for your information, for your access, for your knowledge on what they need. And so some of these clients have never been in a flooring store in like 30 years.
Mhm.
By the
And
way.
ChatGPT is not going to teach them that you need to
Yeah.
look for these type of things.
And that demographic may not be doing that either,
Right.
but they don't know where to go. They're happy to go investigate,
Right.
but they just don't know where to go. So that's where relationships come into play. Vendors, sources, the street cred. I've been
Yes.
here long enough time to know that at Blanco and Bitters on the left, it's
Yes.
right there.
Yes, yes.
So
Well, and you have great vendors. I mean, Linda at
Yes.
Ferguson's has been there forever. I mean, she can tell you what toilet you want to sit on. Like, I mean, that woman can tell you
And
about
will
what
make you do it.
Yes, oh, for sure. And what faucet you need and make you get in a bathtub before you spend
Yes.
$6,000 on a bathtub. So, no, I love it. Tell me what's coming next for you. What is on your forefront? What's on your project list?
Oh, goodness gracious.
Personal or business?
Another good question. But when he was running, he said that was the best interview he'd ever had, was her.
Really?
He's like, that was the most professional and best interview to date when he was running. Then later,
Fascinating.
guess
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. Details.
Mhm.
So yes, what comes next for Designology and Adrian Galvan?
Oh my gosh. So I love to say right now, and I haven't told too many people, but it is out there that there are a lot of good things happening for me in my business, which I'm just so proud of and so thankful for. I finished ASID presidency for my Texas State chapter, which is a big deal. I've moved on to a national committee called the Trends and Outlook. Things like this, talking big picture for the industry. So I just love that I'm immersed and involved at that level for
Yeah.
what I'm doing. The second one is that I just won a small business grant
Oh,
for diversity in design, being
Love
a
it.
gay Latino and
Love it.
in a Caucasian female dominated industry. So that was a nice little boost to my business, which is paying for my website.
Oh.
Thank you so much, 24/7. We're going to launch that very soon.
Yay.
And it helped me do a couple of other things. And then the other big thing is that I have a really wonderful designer colleague / mentor who is retiring and decided to make a formal announcement and give me her referral base and
Oh, that's
clients,
awesome.
current clients, new clients. And so I felt incredibly honored because it's not just another great stream of business, but for her to think so highly of me and to be
Yeah.
able to fully feel 100% comfortable knowing that I will get that job done and it's going to be perfect and they're going to have a great experience with an interior designer. That
Yeah.
was super flattering.
No, I
So
love
yeah,
that.
so I'm in that right now.
Yeah.
I'm in it. I'm kind of basking in it. I'm swimming. I'm hanging out. I'm enjoying it. I'm working on work also and other things. And then right after a few other things finish, then we're gonna see what's next. I don't know what exactly, but there are several possibilities
in
the watcher.
Yes, in the
Yeah.
atmosphere. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, one of the things we always do on the podcast is tell
Not
us
take a shot
yes,
together.
what are you reading right now or listening to? So
Mhm.
cheer. And then the
Cheers.
other one is what's your current summer drink? So this is the watermelon vodka. So
Well, you know,
Oh.
I'm normally like tequila, scotch, bourbon, so you sip, so you enjoy them. But all right, gotta see what kind of podcast this is. Number 4 is gonna walk out real fucked up. Swimming in it, yes. And then summer cocktail.
So what are you currently reading and what are you currently listening to?
Okay.
And what are you currently drinking?
Okay, so what I'm listening to is my Pandora station, and I love house music. So I just want cool house music in the background. Thank you to my very good friends Ariana and Seth for ever who introduced me to the house music world. And there's a lot going on with it. And I remember telling you when you were 11 what house music was.
I don't know what house
Do you
music is.
remember? Vivian asked me, "What is house music?" And I said, "You know, like when you walk into a martini lounge and it's really cool and it's really nice atmosphere and it's kind of dark and that martini's so good and it's just chill." And she said, "We're 11."
I'm
was
surprised she
like-
didn't say, well, my mom has me make her a Tito's and soda.
I was
so
like,
she doesn't
"Oh,
know
well,
what a
now you know.
martini.
Now you're
Yeah,
gonna
now
know when you know." Okay.
Now you know what house music is.
But now you know, right?
Yes, yes. That's too
so
funny.
I've been listening to nothing but that. I do watch the Today Show in the morning. Savannah, hello, Chanel,
Yes.
Dylan, all the peeps. I love that. Just to get informed and keep up with what's going on. But other than that,
You're not watching Dutton Ranch like the rest of us now?
God,
No.
no, thank you.
What's the Sunset? Selling
so-
Sunset?
Nope,
No.
nope, not at all. Every now and then I get a little trash TV itch, and then I'm like, what am I doing? This is dumb.
Yeah.
So then I will go read on my iPad and read a lot of stuff about architecture and design. And the topic that I'm kind of honing in on right now is the demise of commercial design. Meaning
Wow.
offices and corporate facilities and stuff, the demise of that.
Huh.
And that's something nobody would have ever thought about and spearheaded by COVID.
Oh,
But
yeah,
that brought into a whole nother world. And now we're
Yeah.
living everything so differently.
for sure.
So yeah, that's a thing that I'm reading, that I'm
And
listening
then
to.
what you're drinking? What is your summer drink?
Oh, man.
Alcoholic or non-alcoholic?
Well, if it's going to
I
be
mean,
a
if you're a
drink, it's
40-year-old woman like me and you're perimenopausal, you're doing electrolytes or you're doing ginger turmeric shots.
The
or
collagen, 45-year-olds.
Yes. I'm like, where is the collagen?
the central market for collagen, though, and peptides.
Yes,
okay.
peptides. Oh, yes. We're doing I travel with my little ice pack of peptides. I'm just going through life with my injectables.
You need a moment?
Yeah.
Is that what we've been taking? Peptides? That'd be amazing.
I really do think it would have been cheaper to be a crackhead. But by the time I bought a vibration plate, a dry sauna, a red light therapy, the cryo, hyperbaric, NAD, I'm like, oh my God, I just think I should have been a crackhead.
And the next year is put the vibration plate under. So when they sit, it's like an immediate, like, oh, hi. And they didn't know, just watch their reaction during the entire podcast.
That would be awesome.
The summer drink. So as someone who's recently moved and trying to still organize things, I realized I have a lot of blood orange soda and blood orange liqueur and orange brandy and lots of things with orange, specifically the blood orange.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm making a lot of sangria these days.
Fabulous.
And I learned that blood orange is kind of a really cool recipe. And you can make it with all the different kinds of wine. All of them, which is rare. So I'm like
Yes.
into it. So the next one I'm making is a Pinot Grigio blood orange sangria.
I love a good
Yeah.
sangria because it's so light and refreshing. You can put fruit in it and you can call it fruit salad. Like
And
it's
that's dinner.
just this
That's all
dinner.
you
It's
need.
all your
Or
meals.
breakfast,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
fine too.
You can put a little clear protein in there and you can call it the
Yogurt's fine.
Yes, it's totally
So,
fine.
yeah, that's what I got.
Well, one of the ways we really want to make sure that our viewers get something out of this is we give them one tip or trick that you're like, could I go back and tell my 20-year-old self this, and this would have been a game changer? What would that be?
One tip or trick.
Mm-hmm.
Let's think about that phrase for just
Sorry.
a
Yeah.
second.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
One more shot.
I told you that story, right? When
No.
I was speaking in New Orleans, I didn't tell you this. So they called me the day before the presentation. We're like landing in New Orleans for NARPM, and I shouldn't have said the conference, but I'm landing to speak at this conference, and they're like, your presentation doesn't work. And I have modified this thing like 12 times to accommodate. They wanted all these very specific things. So we stay up, we redo it, get there, and I'm like, where's my lanyard? And they're like, oh, you have to stand behind a podium. And I'm like, oh no, I'm a walker and a talker. Like this doesn't work. And they were like, yeah, no, you have to stand behind the podium, right? So
like this kind where you have to sit.
yeah, and then Jeremy had me in a pair of heels, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna fall off the stage. Yeah, the stylist had like very specific. And so anyway, I'm up there and I'm trying to tell people like I identify as a mom and I identify as a property manager and a CEO, and I'm like, and I identify as a taco. I'm tasty. And
Tasty, tasty.
I was trying to
Courtney
like,
Licious.
The music goes off. That's your intro speech. Oh, imagine your walkout music.
Yes. So literally Jeremy was recording and he was like, I just saw his head just like drop. And I was like, and I'm like a taco because sometimes I fall apart like I am right here. Moving on. I was like, let me not get the complaints from people saying I made
Some people laughed though, right?
Yeah, no, it
Yes.
was, like it was totally, they realized I was just fumbled over my words. So
It cut the
anyway,
tension.
yeah, I totally got the attention. So back to the original question, which was
One tip or trick.
one habit that you have found that works for you, or one way when your day's going super sideways that you like regroup.
Ooh, so one tip is be professional. Whether you're an interior designer, a real estate agent, a photographer, whatever, dog groomer, whatever you want to do it, but be professional because people want to have a professional experience with a business person.
Yeah.
So your craft is your craft, but be a good business person. So just remember that all the time. Whatever that means to you, you will probably figure that out as you go in your business, right?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't wear those next time.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be. So be professional. And then one thing for me to just like recharge or regroup. Right now, at least I'm into fitness. So I just get up, I drink the peptides, I do the things with the energy drink and the protein and the creatine and the fish
Love
oil
me some
and all the
creatine.
things and just get your ass out, get it moving, move your ass and
Yeah.
just start. And whether you have to sweat and take another shower, oh well, sorry, that's just what you're gonna
You
do.
don't have the hair challenge some of us have when we
Thank
sweat
you.
and do the dry sauna. We can only do the dry sauna so many days a week because of the hair.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You gotta be mindful of that. And then back to the collagen and the
Yeah.
other toner and all
Yeah.
the things, eye serums, and
Yeah.
the creams, and the B12.
Yes.
Don't forget.
We do the biweekly B12 injections. Yes.
So much. If I just had a vibration plate right now, I'd be totally complete.
And the red light mask and everything else.
That's another podcast.
Yes.
All the
Yeah,
podcasts.
all the podcasts.
But
Yes.
yeah, recharge. Go outside, go run, go move, go check the mail, go just get up and physically move. And once you get back to it, it's kind of a fresh, quick little snap and back to the day. All right, ready for the Spurs game. Happy hour is coming, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
A next client, just
Yeah.
get out there and just get up and move.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. Well, I have had so much fun as I knew I would. And so I want to thank our dear friend Adrian Galvan with Designology for
Applause
being,
again.
yes,
Applause.
applause. We definitely need that
Yeah.
button on the show. We want to thank him for being on. And if you want to follow him, we've dropped his socials in the link below. So you can like and subscribe and check out his new website that'll be dropping
Yeah.
very soon. And if you want a lifestyle makeover, he's your dude. And don't sign up for his Christmas program because I am the only one he will do trees. And like, I think
Come
our
on.
trees might have babies this year. I know we had 8 last year. We might need to have a couple more trees in the house for
The
this year.
stylist bartender over there just passed out.
Yes, but you can never have too many Christmas trees. So
Kind of. Shalom.
shalom. Yes, shalom, friends. So thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you on next week's episode of Controlling Your Chaos. Bye everybody.